All right. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Planet Chaos. Hope everybody is having a great time. Last time you were here, we finished out the facades for each of the layers, got them looking nice and pretty. So, while I was off camera, I actually got all the hardware in place, and I got all the redstone in place. If you can't tell, there's probably a nice little time lapse going on right now on the screen. Me going through and placing stuff, placing the redstone. Actually took quite a while. Although I am very, very pleased with it. Everything turned out really well. I did have to do some finagling here when I was constructing each of the pods. Some of the redstone actually conflicted with the redstone next to it, so I ended up having to space things out a little bit, especially down here. The redstone in place for the pistons was actually trying to connect to the redstone next to it that was in place for the tracks. So, all I had to do is add an extra block out this direction instead of having it step directly down the way this one did. So, but we got it all figured out. Everything is working well. Nothing's touching each other. Everything is keeping its hands to itself like good little fourth graders. And that's about it. That's pretty good. Like I said, all the actual tracks are in place. All the redstone is in place for every level. But we do have to go through and do some final decorating. I do have some ideas for decorating each of the caps for each of the layers. That's what I'm calling these ends here, are the caps. But I think if we decorate each of the caps, keeping in mind that we're only going to be able to see so far back, then we should be able to minimize how much we need to actually decorate for each of the caps. We can save that till the end. We don't have to do that right away. I'm more concerned with getting our mode of transportation between levels or between floors, which ultimately we're going to work with these little hallways. I dug out these little hallways. We're going to have bubble elevators, one that goes up and one that goes down, and it should connect with each of the layers. It'll have a little hallway that comes out, a stairway that comes up into the layer that you've arrived at, and some stairs that go down into the zombie converter area for that same level. So I think it works out really well. We've got 4 very special guests here in this trading tent. They're so special, in fact, we have to keep them locked away in special little cages so that they don't get out and hurt anybody. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you, we have our wonderful guest here. Some of you might know him by name, Mr. George Romero. Originally, I was going to have Stephen King down here, but then that didn't make a lot of sense. Even though Stephen King has Captain Trips from The Stand, say it was never a zombie virus. But old Georgie here, he's definitely the king of the zombie viruses. He's definitely got that genre covered. Don't you, George? Don't you, Mr. Romero? Mr. George Romero. Whoa, don't get too close now. Careful now. I know how contagious you can be there, George. You just stay over there. But yeah, what's your favorite Walking Dead movie? That came out wrong. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say those words. Walking Dead. What's your favorite zombie movie from Mr. George Romero? There's a lot of good ones. So, for all the villagers who are lucky enough to make it down here to level number 4, they will be happily turned into zombies by Mr. George Romero here. And there's some diamonds back there. Look at that. Look at those diamonds. Mr. Romero, are you trying to hold on to these diamonds? Let's just take those real quick. Any more? No, I think that's it. All right, Mr. Romero. I'll just take those diamonds off your hand there. Always glad to be of help. All right, let's move on. Floor number 3. We have a very special guest with us. His name is T-Virus Teddy. He was sent over directly from Resident Evil, so we've got him on loan for a little while. He's going to be our zombie resident here on level number 3, infecting all the villagers on level 3 with the T-Virus. Here on floor number 2, we have Green Flu Frank, sent to us directly from Left 4 Dead. I don't know too much about Green Flu Frank. I've never actually played the game, but it's always a pleasure to have him here on Planet Chaos. Side note, I did not give him the armor. He actually came spawned in fully dressed in gold armor. So that was very nice of him. He's a fancy little zombie, ain't he? And then up here on level number 1, originally this was going to be Captain Trips. I was going to use him in part with Stephen King down on level 4, but like I said, Stephen King and Captain Trips didn't really make a lot of sense since it isn't a zombie virus. It is just a flu that killed everybody. So instead, we've got Deadite Dave. Deadite Dave will be here on floor 1. So all the villagers lucky enough to be here on floor 1 will get to be turned by Mr. Deadite Dave. Oh, Mr. Deadite. Hello, Mr. Deadite. Oh, don't get too close. So those will be the 4 characters that we have to change all of our villagers. We'll have Deadite Dave, T-Virus Teddy, Green Flu Frank, and George Romero. Glad to have you with us, guys. And that's about it as far as introductions go. There's definitely some more individuals that I would like to introduce you to once I get the rest of the building outfitted here. So I guess if you want, go ahead and join me while we go through and finish up some of these little projects, so we can get this place properly outfitted and start sending villagers over here as soon as possible. What do you think? I think it's a great idea. We're getting there. It's gonna be a fancy little place for all these villagers. It's gonna be great. What do you think? Are you liking how the training tent is turning out so far? Leave a thumbs up down in the comments if you think we're doing a good job so far. Cool. Yeah. All right. Let's get to work. Wait for it to be nighttime, then we'll go ahead and sleep real quick. You can only sleep late at night. You can only sleep late at night. I didn't leave the gate open? Nope, okay. Villagers stayed in there. I have important work for you, villager. Okay, off to the castle. We need some kelp. Wait. Kelp is in here. Like we need lots of kelp. Not really. We only need like half a stack of kelp. We don't even need that much. I guess unless we want to take bone meal with us. Yeah, 2 stacks should do it. Because we are at, what, level 65, or we're going down to 0. Yeah, that should be right. An extra half a stack with us. Okay, now we need... What is it, a magma? Oh, wait. They're up there, aren't they? Yes. Need some magma blocks. We actually only need 2 of those. And then we need 2 soul sand. I don't know if they're going to need to be on dirt to grow. I can't remember if they're going to need to be on dirt to grow or not. We don't even have any dirt on us. There's plenty of dirt over there, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and go back over there. Wait, before we do, we're going to need some... Gonna need some fence gates. Okay, we got some kelp, we got some fence gates, we got some magma blocks. I think we've got everything we need to try to build these bubble columns. We've got enough kelp that I don't think we're gonna need any bone meal at all, so that's nice. Just fly in here. Now, he gets far enough away that he totally changes jobs, doesn't he? So I guess we need to start mirroring out this other side so that we can get everything put into place. And I don't think I'm going to bore you with all of that. We're just going to go ahead and dig it all out. And then I can come back and show you the final product. Hopefully I'll find something else to do with these little rooms too. I don't need them to do a lot. I have these little extra spaces because there's something that I want to do with them. But it's going to have to wait until I actually get everything else in place and looking good. So, but yeah, this side still has some digging to do. So we're going to dig this side out, get everything laid out for the bubble elevators on this side of the tent. And everything should be good. And then I can finally come up here and we can finish putting together the exterior of the tent itself. But we will have that done by the end of this episode. A faux shizzle. Let's do a time lapse, get some more digging done. That way we can get the rest of this building done. But man, once we get these little areas dug out and finished with the bubble elevators, then we should be able to go through and fine tune all the details, get all of our accent items in place. I definitely want to go through and put some grass and some other vegetation in some particular spots around the farm and on each level and make it look good, give it a little more ambiance. But like I said, it's got a lot of work left to do, so we're going to get another little time lapse going of me digging, maybe. Actually, what we'll do, I'm going to tell you what my original idea was. Did I tell you what my original idea was? My original idea was to use the back of the room and maybe use these spots where the dirt blocks are as potential spots for bubble elevators, but I didn't like how close it was to the rest of the redstone, so I tried to figure out a better solution. The one I came up with is actually, I think it'll work out really well. We'll end up digging back a little ways and make a bubble elevator back there and then give ourselves a little hallway that goes underneath this farm or this area of the farm entirely. That way I don't ever have to worry about the water ever trying to leak over and destroy the redstone. But I think that's a good little compromise. It requires a little more digging, but I think it'll be worth it. Definitely feels like it's going to be worth it, even with what I have finished over on this side. Because the other part I was worried about was being able to exit and enter the bubble elevators on each floor, but there's more than enough time to exit and enter wherever you want, so no worries there, which is nice. That gives you a little more versatility in travel and minimalization in design, which is always appreciated. Because, yeah, if I had tried putting them directly at the back here, Like it would have been so close. It would have been terrifying at all times. But I've got tons of space back here, so I might as well use it. So that's exactly what we're doing. So now we're going to use some of this stone. We got to go through and we got to make some more stairs for us to use. So we got to duplicate on that side what's over here. And then fine tune everything. Fun stuff, fun stuff, fun stuff. All right. Well, I totally derped it up there. I totally made a derp-de-derp. A derpity-derpity-derp. How did I derpity-derp? Well, I recorded a couple segments for this video, and I'm pretty sure I did not have the correct game audio selected in OBS. So I don't think there was actually any audio coming from the game whatsoever whenever I was recording. I don't think it made a huge difference. Maybe it did. I guess I'll know once I start editing. If so, I'm sorry. I apologize. I mean, damn the bad luck. Argall, dang it. All right. Well, I guess mistakes aside, we have gotten a little bit further. I got all the little walkways in for our bubble elevators. So we do have bubble elevators on both sides, and they do go from bottom to top. And they're actually pretty nice, if I do say so myself. They work really well. I'm going to come through here and I'm going to put a little more decoration, I think. I may even change out some of these blocks for stairs or slabs or something. I'm not sure yet. But we will discover that part once we start decorating for sure. But we at least have that part in, so now we can start focusing on these end caps. And like the level below us, we're actually going to try to cap them off so that we only see this little bit here. And that way we don't have to worry about decorating too far around the corner. Like right about here, this angle here. We decorate through here, put something on the back wall, make sure the ceiling, I don't know if it's going to go off of the same pattern or if I'm just going to give it a generic ceiling texture. I'll probably just go with a generic ceiling texture because I don't want to try to give it too many layers to work with. Otherwise, I might run into the possibility of running into stuff that is built above me or below me, depending on which way you look at it, I guess. So there is that. But I at least wanted to stop and give you another little update here and let you see the little hallways. I'm sure right now you're probably looking at a little time lapse of me putting everything together. If I recorded a replay, I can't remember if I recorded a replay now. Woohoo. I think that's just the way I roll. I think I'm just disorganized as a person. Totally disorganized. So far it seems to work okay, I guess. So we just went ahead and went with the offset color in order to make it not so it doesn't blend too much. It has some actual color variation. So I think it turned out really nice. Like I said, now we get to do these parts. These parts. We get to do the end caps. I have a general idea. I think I need to spruce it up a little bit. Ice it up a little bit. But I think it's something to work with, and I think to start with, I think it's a good start, if I do say so myself. So I'm pretty sure we got all the end caps done. I'm pretty sure we've got everything done except for the detail work. You know, the little plants and the lamps that I want to put everywhere. You know, all the fine little detail that brings a lot of the character to, some of these Minecraft builds. That's all I have to do. That's all that's left. That's all that I need to do behind me. I could walk backwards and let you see what the end caps look like, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here and tease you guys for a second, and then I'll let you see. Actually, you may have already seen now that I think about it. No, I'm not gonna do the scene thing. Not gonna show you yet, because I'm gonna do the final reveal at the end of this episode. If you want to see what all the villager stuff looks like, stay tuned. It's coming up. We just have to put a top on the tent, and then I think we'll be good to go. If you can't tell, we've got some banners in my hand. That's what we were using to put the walls on the the exterior of the tent. So far, so good. I think it's coming together really well. I can't wait to see what a final product is going to look like. I'm totally excited. Are you excited? Yeah, you should be excited too. Okay. So all I have to do is build the top of the tent. It's going to be great. Because we come up here all the way to the top. Like, I've got everything built. There's even some... Oh, you can kind of see the end caps over there. Look at that. Oh, a little sneaky peeky. A little peeky sneaky. Oh, and it's nighttime. Put her helmet on. It's our villager up here. What's he doing? Oh, he's chilling right there. Make sure no creepers are following me as I come out there. Let's come over here. Sleep real quick. Look at that. I think the blue and white is going to be great. Okay, like I said, we just need to get the top on this tent, and then it'll be complete. It'll be totally complete. That's exciting. I've been working on this build for, I guess, a month now. It's taken me a long time to build this thing. Taken me a long time. Okay, well, let's get going. We don't have far to go. The finish line is in sight. We better just keep on building until we get there. Because once we get there, I've got a special treat in store. I hope everything turns out good. I hope I can pull it off right. Story of my life. Let's get going. Woo! Hi, everybody. Well, I got some bad news. I failed on recording a replay. I also failed on recording anything with me building the exterior of the trader's tent. So I figure I would come in here and give you just a general tour of everything that I've built thus far. I would say this thing is like 98, 99% finished. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go check it out. So I went with the warp stem planks and the birch wood. Hopefully it's close enough for government work, I guess. But this is the trader's tent. We've got some cool advertising faces out front. I think I did a pretty good job with giving them some personality. You know, got the librarian banner over there. I don't know what this guy is. I'm going to say he's a fisherman. And then we got our little caller out here up front where he can call people into the trader's tent. You know, come and hang out with the people and stuff. But I figure with his little Fletcher's hat, he probably look most like a circus caller. Step right up, step right up. We've got the finest traders in all of Planet Chaos. Or, something like that. Then we can go inside. Do. I need to get some more paintings in here and layer the inside. But that way it's all sectioned off from outside and you can't peep through the curtains. Don't want people peeping through the curtains, yo. Still got a lot of room for a lot of paintings. Just gonna have to bring a lot of them in here. But yeah, and then these spots, I put this guy over here. Maybe he's like a ticket taker. Is he a ticket taker? A ticket taker? A ticket taker. Oh, and I need to get rid of these. Hold on. We're getting rid of these because place does not need these with all the lanterns around. There we go. There, that feels a lot better. I figure these spots over here, I might be able to put other villagers, you know, put farmer over here, maybe examples or samples. Examples. I need to do a little bit more decorating in here. I want to get some lanterns and put them here at the end of the chains, obviously. I want to get some more villagers in here as well. Give them little job titles or something. These are kind of here more or less just for my reference, so I remember what everything is. Cleric obviously is the brewing stand, but I did not have an extra brewing stand. Down here on level 1, I've actually moved over all the librarians that I have, which is not very many. I just have 12. But a lot of them have been, you know, traded down to what they're really worth. Silk Touch. This guy could probably be traded again, but he's got mending. And I've got a cheaper projectile protection. I've got another villager with it at 1. With the trade at 1. Emerald. But the next step is to start branching out with different villagers, and so that I can start getting different trades. I really need to get the villager that gives us the dye trades. And then for the end caps, I went with these little faces. I like them. I think they're simple, but they still add a lot of detail. And I was going to put glass right here at the entrance, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave them open. But that'll give us easy access to the back of everything to make sure everything's working correctly. That kind of stuff. Stuff and things and stuff. And this is the hallway that goes back to the villager breeder. But yeah. We go down another level. Level 2. I didn't introduce you to the zombie on level 1. I know you saw him earlier. Nice. This is level 2. Got some purple eye. We're using the mud here for the face instead of the terracotta. I think I like it. It gives it a nice variation on everything. Cool little variant. You know, maybe some chains hanging down instead of putting it up on a pedestal there. I really like it. I think this is my favorite level. I think level 2 is. The zombie for level 2, he is... Who is this? Green Flu Frank. Hello, Green Flu Frank. I can't remember who was number 1. I think Left 4 Dead. I need to get some glowing ink in here. Some glow ink and some color. Gotta go back to level 1 for a second. I have to remember which zombie it is on level 1. I'm pretty sure it's who? George Romero? Mr. Romero, is that you? No, it's Deadite Dave. I am sorry, Mr. Dave. Deadite Dave. Oh, what a character. Pick yourselves up, you bag of bones. Now we can go down to level 3. I definitely need to do some more decorating on level 3 and level 4. I'm not done decorating. It still looks pretty plain in here. Not a lot of vegetation. I need to get some bushes down here. But once we get some bushes here on level 3, I think it'll look right nice. I think I want to go out and collect some dead bushes to go in here too. I think dead bushes will be the way to go. Maybe some short grass. Maybe a brown mushroom. Actually, yeah, brown mushrooms would work, huh? On the podzol, I could do brown mushrooms and some dead branches. That would work out pretty well, I think. And then, of course, on level 3 here. Oop, wrong way. Gotta go the right direction. If we don't go the right direction, we can't get to the zombie. This is T-Virus Teddy. Hi, T-Virus. Mr. Teddy. And then we go over here down to level 4. Like I said, still need to do some decorating down here. We did do a little bit of decorating down here, but we didn't have very much available. We need to go farm some more of this stuff. With the mud again. I like it. I think we need to get this thing out of here. I think it's pulling everything off. I think. Whoop, whoop, doop, 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 doop. Okay, and back here, this should be Mr. Romero. There he is. Hi, George. George Romero. Bye, George. Hi, Eddie. Bye, Eddie. And I guess let's go all the way up to the tippity top. Go out here to the main hallway where we are safe. We are still inside and still quarantined off. Nobody can get to us in here. There's no spawn spots in here. And both elevators are identical at the moment. Still need to do some more decorating in here and blah 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 blah. So anyway, that's it. That is your tour. I hope you have enjoyed this tour by Mr. Grumbly. Apologize, there's no cool replay or cool time lapse or anything like that. It's just poof, here it is. So, yay. What do you think about time lapses? Actually, if you made it this far, tell me what you think about time lapses in the comments. I know a lot of people are really tired of time lapses and other people really like them, and I don't know. I don't know what to think about time lapses anymore. What do you think about time lapses? That means the next step is going through and getting the villager breeder hooked up to this minecart line, and then everything should be good to go. We can send villagers down, we can start trading with them, we can refine their trades by turning them into zombie villagers and back again. So that should be a lot of fun. But that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoy the build, you like what we got going on here, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite part is. So I need to fill up this area with more paintings. I definitely need to get this back wall all covered. But I've got these other walls covered. So that's fun. Build has been a lot of fun. It's been It's been hectic and disorganized and crazy, and it's taken a long time and longer than I would like, but it's come together really well. So I guess I can't complain about that. So I guess that's it. If you like catching people streaming, I stream on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. And that's it. I never know what to say here, so I guess until next time, see ya. Yummy bread.